This is a severe weather alert.
Alrighty, hello everyone. Chief Weather Forecaster Becky Webb here along with we are coming on the air at this moment to bring you a little bit of an update on tropical category 4 Hurricane Helena. Wait, what is it called again?
Helene.
My mistake. Hurricane Helene. Let's go ahead and take a look here. We have a lot of flash flood warnings that are currently in effect for our viewing area. We just got one in Georgia, Jackson, Macon, Polk, and Transylvania, North Carolina. Macon, South Carolina, that's until 1 a.m. We also have another flash flood observed. With this is the damage that considerable. This is the biggest one yet that we have so far. Let's see. Let's load this up. Let's give this one quick second because the biggest flash flood warning that we have currently right now for dam floodgate release in Rutherford Emergency Management at 6:29 p.m. is reporting that the floor has opened its tainted gates in depths of 16 feet to the flash. The resultant flood wave will impact several areas downstream in the Green Hill community areas and the Clem communities, Union Road at North Carolina 108 and Cox Road. Residents are urged to heed guidance from Rutherford County Emergency Management and seek higher ground. The bias include downstream of Lake Lure, Cleghorn Community, Green Hill Community, Harris, and Cliffside. Again, this is a flash flood warning dam floodgate release in southern Rutherford County and western North Carolina. We have yet at this point, but we have a flash flood warnings, and this is way before the arrival of her. This is really something not good at all whatsoever. We also have a wind advisory for Alexander, Quebec, David, Iredell, and Rowandas until 2 p.m. tomorrow. Advisory for Burke and Caldwell. Flash flood warning for Greenville, Anderson, Lawrence, and Spartanburg. Burke and McDowell is under a flood advisory. Flash flood warning issued for damage that county. Flash flood warning has been extended for Greenwood County with a considerable tag. Chesapeake also under a flash flood warning. Henderson County still remains under a flash flood warning. p.m. Let's see, what else are we missing here?
Tropical storm warnings continue as well.
What?
Tropical storm warnings continue as well.
Yeah, that's right. Tropical storm warnings are currently in effect for almost the entire viewing area at this point, except for 2 counties. And we also have high wind warnings that are currently in effect for all of our eastern Tennessee with power outages almost likely. And a lot of the models are of us seeing at least 60 to 70 miles an hour, even if you're in the valley, seeing 60 to 70 from this storm overnight tonight. So power outages are almost at this point. Make sure you have your phone charged. Exactly what I'm doing, charged and ready to go in case of the power outage. Make sure you have your flashlight. Make sure you got batteries. You got all of the preparations ready for maybe being without power for 2 days or without power for a few hours. Something to watch out with at this point. So we want to go here to the Florida Panhandle. We are 3 to 4 hours away from Helene making landfall on the just right outside of Tallahassee. There you can find eye from Hurricane Helene as it's forecasted to make a track Florida Panhandle just right to the east. Again, so it's not just historic here. Historic storm surge will be happening at the Florida Panhandle hours tonight. So that we haven't seen in quite a long time. Something to really watch out for. But again, event here locally, they're comparing this to 1914. And a few of the hurricanes also made its way into the Carolinas here and around 2000. So this is going to be a record-breaking event with flash flooding almost likely. I did try to go to see the Shenandoah River. I wasn't allowed to. I'm not river, but we actually do have some live cameras that I. So Mason, if it's possible, can you take over really quick while I webcams?
Yeah. So, as you can see here, we like Becca said, we are only a few hours away from Helene making landfall on the coast of Florida, just to the east of Tallahassee. You can see eye there, very well defined eye. I'm telling you, that is probably one of the best centers of a hurricane I've seen in my years of tracking hurricanes. Really, I'm going to go ahead and stop this, and we're just going to go ahead and go through the track. Really, Beckett, are you okay if I go ahead and go through the track? See, we may have lost Beckett there. Because because Beckett has been saying that the Highland Weather Center may lose power. So I think, or are you still there, Beckett?
I'm still here, having a lot of Wi-Fi issues right now.
Okay. If you didn't hear me, I said I'm gonna. It's okay if I go ahead and go through the track. Okay,
Of Wi-Fi issues.
Okay, I'm gonna go through the track. Okay, the
Oh
tropical tracker.
my God, will it actually work?
All right, we're just gonna go ahead and go through the tracker. Okay, this is the latest plot from the National Hurricane Center. Okay, you guys. So we're gonna take a look at this together. Okay, so we know that the center of Helene is right here in this area where you see the spinning icon right here. That is where it is. Okay, it's gonna make landfall just to the east of Tallahassee. Okay, then by the time it reaches Macon and Atlanta, it's supposed to be a Category 2 hurricane. Then once it reaches Dayton, Tennessee, just to the southwest of Knoxville, that's when it's supposed to become a tropical storm. And then once it reaches the Nashville area and the southern and western parts of Kentucky and southwestern Indiana, that is when it's supposed to become a tropical storm. That's when it's supposed to continue as a tropical storm, and from there will become a tropical depression. Okay, so that is the latest from the tropical tracker. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a look at the regional radar. Okay, this is our regional radar, my regional radar really. So, but this is our regional radar. You can see there's the hurricane right there. There's Helene. You see the eye right there. It's gonna make land. It's a perfect picture of a hurricane. Okay, and you may notice why it's not spinning completely yet because it's trying to load all the data. Okay. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. There you go. It's looping more. See that eye is just impressive. Wouldn't you say, Becca? That's one of the most impressive eyes I've ever seen. But yeah, you can see all this
Okay.
rain. See all this rain right here, way ahead of the storm.
Okay, so I do apologize. I am having a little bit of Wi-Fi. Looks like I am back. I do want to point out really the live chat up on Facebook. I was in Hendersonville today, and I had to turn around twice due to flooding. Hendersonville, all of that area has been under a flash flood warning constantly. full day today, and it still remains under right now. And the damage that let me try and find it. Damage that is still considerable. It's supposed to expire at 9 p.m. happen. I really am anticipating that they're again going to extend flood warning all the way to probably like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. But this is what I'm saying: stay off the roads. There's a curfew. It was Avery County that Avery County put in a curfew from 9 p.m. Or was it 8 p.m.? 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. And I'm surprised Henderson County and Buncombe County did not curfew, but treat like as if there was a curfew. Don't go out. Don't go in the middle of the storm. Probably just stay. And if you have power, work from home because the windy conditions, the rainy conditions, 60 to 70 mile an hour wind gusts, and excessive rainfall rates also remain possible. That does not include total, but that's all possible. It will cause down trees and power lines. It's just going to be treacherous to drive.
Hey Beckett, I'm gonna take us up here right now. I want to show this. Okay, this is unfortunately we still have that tornado threat. Okay, and I'm gonna switch over to the Blacksburg radar, and because this is part of our threat as well. Okay,
keep in mind, just really quick. Keep this in mind. This is not in our coverage.
Yeah, this is not in our coverage area, but this is still. This should signify that we could see this happen still. So in addition to all the flooding that we are looking at the potential of seeing it, and we are starting to see it, and all the windy conditions as well, we also still have that threat for seeing some tornadoes. And you can see this tornado warning right here. This is for Rockingham County. This is for let me see here. This is for Rockingham and Caswell counties in North Carolina. Again, outside of our coverage area, but I want to show this. It's an observed tornado, you guys. So it's not a question that we could see tornadoes with the storm itself. There we go, right there, Beckett, right there. There's the debris that is trying to show up here on radar, really. So, folks, that's another thing you need to prepare for is the possibility of tornadoes, okay? Know where your safe spot is. We talk about it all the time. I talk about it all the time as well. Lowest level of home, which is a basement. You don't have a basement. Closet, bathroom, interior hallway, stairwell on the lowest level of your house, okay? Cover yourself with mattresses, blankets, pillows, okay, to prevent from being impacted by any flying debris, okay? If you live in a mobile home, you gotta get out of that mobile home, okay? If you have a helmet, such as a bike helmet, football helmet, baseball helmet, softball helmet, just get it on, okay? That way you avoid head trauma, because head trauma is blamed for most injuries and most deaths in tornadoes, okay? And you gotta think about really ahead of the storm itself, you guys. Just prepare, okay? So I did want to show that. We'll go back to you, Beckett. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Connect to a different consistency issue. I'm having a lot of glitches at my side, so give me one quick sec.
You're fine. While Beckett works on that, I do want to mention the flood warning for the South Fork Catawba River at Laurel has been extended until 11:49. That is until September 29th at 11:49 p.m. That is Sunday. Okay, so if you live anywhere near the South Fork Catawba River at Laurel, or you're around that area, you need to be away from that area right now. That flood warning has been extended until 11:49. That's a river flood warning. So yeah, I did want to bring that up. Excuse me.
Yeah. It's okay. Okay. So the flood watch has also been continued all the way until 2 p.m. tomorrow. Let's see. Do we have any reports since we've been off the air so far? We are seeing a lot of flood warnings, flash flood warnings, flood advisories being issued You can see the first. Can we go down to Georgia, central Georgia?
Yeah. You only put on the regional radar.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the regional radar
So
right there.
you can see the bands of moderate. Excuse me, the bands of moderate to very heavy rainfall from the storm. It's actually starting to push its way up here. We will start seeing part of the storm around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. We'll see those winds pick up, could reach even 50, 60, even 70 miles an hour. No, won't be surprised if the very high elevations receive 90 miles an hour from this storm. We are very close, going to get near hurricane force winds here in our broadcast area. Keep in mind, with all the rain that we've had, trees will come down, all sorts of things. And this is something that I mentioned to my parents, and I didn't even think about this till just now. Just then was with all the flooding that we're seeing too, that could worsen, make it very difficult with the pipes. That could make it so debris or dirt, anything like that, makes it into the pipes, and we may have to boil water. We won't have water. One of those. So it's just something to always keep in mind. What we did is we got prepared. We got bathtub filled up with water and a few places filled up with water just in case we do lose water, as well as we got flashlights ready. We're prepared if we do need to go evacuate, basically. So everything's ready. You guys should also too, like we said before as well. If you're near a creek or a stream, it probably right now is not the best time anymore, but you could have gone to your family or friend's house and just relax there for a few days and ride out the storm with them away from the creek and stream, just in case those in case those creeks or streams rise out of their banks. If you guys did not see during that last live stream that we posted on YouTube from the Buncombe County government and Henderson County government, they are saying everyone within near a creek or a stream need to self-evacuate as soon as possible. Not just that, Biltmore Village, as well as Fletcher, all of those areas near creek or stream, mainly in Biltmore Village as well, they've been told to evacuate as soon as possible. This is all due to the catastrophic flooding that we're about to see over the next couple of hours, and with the Swannanoa River at Biltmore reaching above the recorded highest flood stage ever. And this is all being compared to the 1914 event as well as the 2004 hurricanes. It's just, and they're calling this a once in a lifetime storm. Because what we've seen before with all of the storms, and I do want to mention this too, what we've seen with all of the storms before is that they're fast moving. Yes, we receive moderate to very heavy rainfall. Either if they're unmoving, rainy conditions. If they're fast moving, we get the just windy conditions and a little bit of rain out of it. But all of this due to a low sitting there out in Tennessee, all of the rain is just pushing up here from the bands of that storm, is just pushing all the way up here. And with the amount of rain that we have, and along with how fast the storm's going to be, it'll create very gusty to almost damaging winds. So basically, if you have stuff on your porch, if you have anything that can be that can be picked up by the wind and flown about, make sure you tie those down, make sure you bring those inside, all of that, and just be ready for the storm as winds of 60 to 70, even 80 miles an hour remain possible. It's just not out of the question. And I'm expecting almost the entirety or half, at least, of Western North Carolina to be without power.
And also, I want to mention this as well. All this shaded red here that you see, that's actually a tornado watch that's in effect for parts of the Columbia, South Carolina area and back down into Georgia and Florida. So right now, the Highland weather viewing area is not under a tornado watch, but it's quite possible that the Highland weather viewing area may be put under one as the storm as the storm gets closer, really. So again, this is a tornado watch that you see shaded in red, um, from the Columbia, South Carolina area, stretching all the way down into the Jacksonville, Florida area, and even beyond that. There you can see the entire tornado watch right there. But again, we are not under tornado watch in the Highland weather viewing area, but we could be put under one at some point, especially as the storm continues to move onshore more and more. Okay, so I just want to mention that. So, and also,
And the tornado watch is set to expire around 9 p.m. this evening. I don't know if they'll extend it at this time, but it is expected to expire at 9 p.m.
Okay. So, and also keep in mind, if you do fill up your bathtubs and sinks with water, that will that can give you an emergency supply of water, but that's mainly also to be used for cleaning and flushing purposes. Okay, so don't drink it.
Right. So a lot of preparedness should have taken place. Hopefully, you guys are prepared for the worst of the storm that's going to happen tonight. I did see some of the comments, and people were going like, "This is just the beginning. The storm hasn't even arrived yet." Whenever we were seeing the flooding at Biltmore Village, it's just something we don't want to see. And hopefully, after this, once we recover, we will never see again. That's something that, and this is, and we all remember tropical depression Fred, but they say it's going to be double times worse than Fred. It is just something I can't stress enough to be prepared for. Make sure your phone is completely charged and ready.
Oh, Beckett. Your weather radio is probably gonna go off for this, but for those of you that live in Greenwood County, South Carolina, the flash flood warning for that county has been extended until 11 o'clock this evening, and it now has a damage threat considerable tag. Okay, and the flash flooding has been observed by both radar and automated gauges. Okay, so if you live in Greenwood County, South Carolina, that your flash flood warning has been extended until 11 o'clock. Okay.
That is correct. I'll go ahead and read it out. For this is the entire Greenville County area. Doppler is depicting a round of heavy tropical rainfall poised to overspread the county from the south. Rainfall total so far today has been as much as 3.3 to 3.5 inches. Additional rainfall amounts of 2 to 3 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly in many locations throughout the county. Be ready for developing urban flooding throughout Greater Greenwood. So beware of your surroundings and do not drive on flooded roads. So that's just something to watch out for. What I did forget too, whenever I was loading up the cameras for to see all the flooding, was that it's nighttime and it's dark and you can't see anything. So there's no point. So yeah, we're about to see the storm make landfall. We're not going to be on air to watch it make landfall, but throughout tonight, I especially do not know if we'll be able to cover every single tornado warning, every single flash flood emergency that will likely be issued over the next couple of hours. So, so make sure you have ways to receive weather watches and warnings, all of that. Stay tuned with the National Weather Service as well. But yeah, be ready for the storm. We can't make decisions for you. We're just reporting on it. But we do really want everyone to be hopefully everyone's prepared and ready and plan to evacuate if absolutely necessary. So after this, we are going to continue the 24/7 stream on Facebook throughout tonight until the power goes out. So you guys have another source of watching the 24/7 stream, as well as we will answer your question. I will answer, and Mason will answer your questions in the comments too. if you have any, we will be happy to answer them as well. There's nothing else to report on so far at this point because it's. Do you have anything you want to say?
I don't really. I do want to pull this up though. Hopefully that will work. There we go. This is the 3 hour rainfall. I just want to show this really. This is unbelievable, really. So this is basically how much rain has fallen in the past 3 hours, really. You can see just to the southeast of Greenville, in some of these places already over an inch of rain, really. All right, even back up towards Asheville. All right, look at this. This is unbelievable, you guys. This is hold on. I just got something in. Flash flood warning for Henderson County, North Carolina has been extended until midnight. So, yeah.
That I was expecting that. I'm not surprised, sadly, but I'll let you continue.
But yeah, you can see how much the rainfall is climbing, really. And I'll pop this on as well. This is the rain rates, really. There we go, right there. You can see. So this is basically how much rain has fallen per hour. Okay. So let's see here. So you can see here around Chimney Rock, 4 inches of rain per hour, 2.7 inches of rain per hour. I mean, these are really high amounts. This is as the rain falls, you guys. So, and even just to the south of Forest City, 2.5 inches of rain per hour. That's a lot of rain, really. So it's no wonder why we have these flash flood warnings, and flood advisories in effect, and even the flood watch as well. So yeah, that should signify something right there in your head, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah. Second.
And I do actually have something to show.
Okay, go ahead.
I do have something to show as well here. So we do have, let me load it up really quick. So we have the timings and the expected peak wind gusts. So I'm just loading those up right now. So we have a view for what we can see. I'm not loading that one up because that one would probably be incorrect.
Oh my gosh, Beckett, look at this. Look at this. This is the
let's see.
This is the future
So
wind gust.
Give this
Look
1 second. There you go. That's crazy. 117, 108 miles an hour out there in the Florida area. It's just crazy. So here's a little bit of the timing that we're going to see of the worst of the flooding here over the next couple of hours. We can start off here. 1 a.m. to 8 a.m. is likely down in upstate South Carolina, which we can see here. Then 3 a.m. to 10 a.m. making its way into the North Carolina, Tennessee line, North Carolina, South Carolina line. Then all the other counties above from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. So that's the worst timing of flooding. Now let's go ahead and go to, let's go ahead and go to the peak wind gust, my mistake. 69 miles an hour in Asheville, 65 in Tryon, 68 in Greenville, 70 in Anderson, 67 in Greenwood, 68 in Newland. That is all the peak wind gusts that are possible within this storm. It is absolutely crazy. It is just, we don't want to see all these wind gusts, that's for sure. Especially with the amount of rain that we have had. It was just, we don't want it. That's for sure. Lastly, we're gonna take.
We need the rain, but we don't need this much.
Correct. So, there we go. So, stay prepared during storms. Here's some hurricane preparedness that I wanted to show a little bit. Stay in your safe place from waters and wind. Oh, going on. I'll let you take over real quick. Hold up.
This is a flash flood warning for Buncombe, Burke, McDowell, and Rutherford counties, North Carolina, until 1:45 a.m. Flash flooding has been observed, and the damage threat is considerable. So yes, um, okay. So Becca is listening to the weather radios. Okay. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna pop up the flash flood warnings. Okay, because like I said, we just had a new one issued. Okay. This is for um, this is for southeastern Buncombe County, western Burke County, McDowell County, all of McDowell County, and northwestern Rutherford County in North Carolina until 1:45. At 8:46, persist moderate to heavy rainfall today has resulted in between 3 and 6 inches of rain, 3 and 6 inches of additional rainfall across the area. A band of moderate to, to at times heavy rain will move into the area with rainfall rates of 1 to 2 inches in 1 hour. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing across the warned area. Hazard: life-threatening flash flooding, heavy rain producing flash flooding. Source: emergency management reported. All right. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Marion, Black Mountain, Lake Lure, Old Fort, Chimney Rock Village. Uh, what is that one? It's BR Parkway,
Blue Ridge
Quigley,
Parkway, Craggy Gardens, to Switzerland.
Toulouse, Switzerland. Thank you. Lake James State Park, and Parkway, Little Switzerland to Linville, and Linville Falls, Table Rock, Bat Cave, Chimney Rock State Park.
Blue
Is
Ridge
it Black?
Parkway, Linville Falls, the Grandfather, Montreat, Pleasant Gardens, Woodlawn, Sugar Hill, Busick, and Little.
Yes. So that is the latest flash flood warning, folks. That is what Beckett's weather radios just went off for. Okay, and that is a great tool to have. Weather radios save lives. They are like smoke detectors for storms. Okay, like I said before, I have 4 weather radios. You can't see all of them, but I have 4. This right here is one of many. Yes, it may not be powered on because the charging radio is broken, but I have one of these. Okay, there's another one over there. There's one on my lights on my nightstand. I have one that's I think it's solar powered, and I have. You can count this as a fifth one. Okay, this police scanner. Okay, has a built-in weather radio in it. Okay.
Yeah, it is something to have. But also going back with Buncombe, Burke, McDowell, and Rutherford, that flash flood warning, it is damage that considerable. Flash flooding has been observed, reported by emergency management. Um, Again, for southeastern Buncombe, northwestern Burke, McDowell, and northwestern Rutherford counties, all in western North Carolina. This is just the beginning, folks. We are just at the very beginning of this very heavy rainfall, all this wind, and we're already seeing a lot of flash flooding. I don't believe it has shown up on the radar just yet, has it?
What, the flash flood warning itself?
Yeah.
It is. It's on here. It is right here.
Okay. So that's the flash flood warning there. We will most likely see another flash flood warning as the night goes on for almost, probably even the entirety of Buncombe County, including Asheville, and a lot more places over the next couple of hours. So I'm not going to be surprised if that gets expanded. But it's just crazy already having all the flash flood warnings at this point. And we're just hours away from the storm itself making its way up here. By the way, we'll jump off at 9 o'clock, so we have a little bit left.
Okay. Because I have to get prepared myself. I'm under a wind advisory and I have to get prepared in case if I lose power during the winds. Really. So yeah. But folks,
Yeah.
we want you to know something. We are here for you. We are here like when things get bad. We're not superheroes, but we do want you to understand something, and that is to be prepared. Be prepared. Take the storm seriously. Don't take it for granted. Don't take it with a grain of salt. Take it seriously, okay? We are not here to scare
And
you. We are here.
I hate to interrupt you really quick, but we do have a report here, 3 miles east northeast of Millersville in Alexander County, North Carolina. Fire Department rescue reports non-thunderstorm wind damage. And this is something that I've been concerned about for a long time. Tree on house. That is something that I've been concerned about, that I'm very concerned about with the winds that we're about to see. And this is way before the storm, and we already have a report of a tree fallen on a house in Alexander County.
And
So,
you guys may be wondering why that is, and yet we haven't had the storm move through yet. And that's because with all the heavy rain, the ground is already saturated. And when you get the ground too saturated, it can sometimes make it to where the trees are able to actually uproot and fall. Okay. All right. So that's why. So with all the heavy rain that we've been having, uh, even before the storm has gotten close to making landfall, the ground is so saturated. That's why we're starting to have trees fall. Okay, like Beckett said, and I just saw that same report come through on my end. We have that report of a tree on a house already, and yet the storm itself is not even here. So that just goes to show you what can happen when you get the ground way too saturated. Okay.
that is true, and that's something that we do not want to see, and I'm hoping that that's the only report that we get, which I highly doubt that, but hopefully that's the only report that we will get from a tree on a house or
And
tree
we
hurting
hope that
someone.
there will be no fatalities.
Right. Let's go ahead and go back to that graphic before that flash flood warning decided to interrupt. Um, so
Yeah.
let's why don't we act like this is a hurricane? Just act like this is a hurricane because of basically the strong winds that we're about to get and heavy rainfall that we're getting. Uh, Stay in your safe place from water and wind. Have ways to receive weather alerts and forecast updates. Uh, well, never mind. We have a new tornado watch that has just been issued. Speaking of the devil. So we have a new tornado watch that was just issued for our viewing area. Let me go ahead and finish this. Listen to local officials and avoid travel unless ordered to evacuate. So that's something that we really want to watch out for too as well. But besides that, we have a new tornado watch that has currently just now been issued. We're going to let that load up here.
You
Let's
can
see
go
if I
ahead and
can go
talk
through the
about it. It
count.
just takes a little bit to load on fast track.
Okay, I'm going to have to load it up on the other site here because it's not showing me on that site. This is why they're issuing the tornado watch, is because all the tornado warnings, tornadoes that we're about to see in the upstate, even up here in western North Carolina, all remain possible. And I believe we just lost signal for a second. There we go. All right. So the new tornado watch. This is the right timing. Yeah. Let's see. We're gonna go through the counties that we serve that are currently under a tornado watch here. Let me see if I can find one. Uh, do Greenwood County, uh, Lawrence, Newry, Union, and York. Trying to make sure. And North Carolina, Anson, Cabarrus, Gaston, Union, Mecklenburg, Richmond. Um, that's all the counties there. Let me make sure I'm not missing any here. I do apologize. That's 9 p.m. And this is wow. So this is a This is a long tornado watch. This is in effect until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. So this is insane. It's just going to load up in just a few here on the radar. But again, we have a tornado watch just now issued for upstate South Carolina counties at this point, and a little bit of our Piedmont, North Carolina counties. The western North Carolina counties and northeast Georgia counties are currently out of the watch at this time. It is currently not popped up yet, so we're just waiting for that as well. Let's see. So the tornado watch, the other tornado watch that was supposed to has just been expired for 9 p.m. and the new tornado watch was just issued for. So we do serve two counties in central South Carolina, which is Newberry and Fairfield. And now I'm just waiting for the Greenville Spartanburg. The counties just a little bit better. So able to know what the counties are under this tornado watch. So I'm just waiting for that at the moment. Mason, do you want to talk about what they could see out of the tornado areas under the tornado watch?
It's just okay, there it is. Okay, it did pop up finally. I'm going to turn off the radar. There it is, you guys. You can see Lawrence County, Greenwood County. We are under the tornado watch.
It's just a county. It is just a county away from Greenville County, just a county away from Spartanburg, all of those areas. So that's the brand new tornado watch that we have right here. I'm waiting for the thing to pop up to show me all the counties so I'm able to read it out a little bit better. But yeah, so you can see, I think I can name out a few here. Greenwood County. I don't know that other. What?
Lawrence. We serve Lawrence as well.
Right. Lawrence County, Union County, Newberry County, Fairfield County. It's almost there. Let's see. So, yeah. So we have the new tornado watch that was just now issued. Conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds, and in close to the watch area. So that means people in Greenville, people all across our broadcast area, including East Tennessee, need to act like as if the tornado watch was issued for their area, because the tornado conditions are likely all across our entire viewing area tonight. And again, as we mentioned before, be able to cover a tornado warning late tonight. So make sure you have ways to receive weather watches and warnings as well. Yeah. So that's the latest that we have right here. We were expecting to go off the air at 9 p.m., but that tornado watch decided to make its way back on. Between now and 11:30 p.m., we will be able to do live coverage if there's a tornado warning issued. After 11:30, we will not. Or at least I won't be. Someone from the team may be able to.
Me.
Sure. So we'll keep you up to date on that. We'll continue to post. Again, we do have that tornado watch that was just issued for Fairfield, Newberry counties, Greenwood, Lawrence, Union County, and a little bit into our Piedmont, North Carolina counties there, including Charlotte. So it's just something to watch out with over the next couple of hours because conditions are favorable for the development of tornadoes through tonight. And I'm just trying to wait for that alert to pop up to tell me exactly the counties, word for word, to be able to say it. And it's not popping up. And I know as soon as I go off air here, it's going to pop up. So that's all we have here. Any questions, just drop it into the live chat. We'll be happy to answer them here. We'll be happy to answer them here. If you want a question answered, we will be happy to answer them. Besides that, I am. Oh wait, hold up, we forgot a little special tune to go out. Never mind, not yet. So the tornado watch that was just now issued, including Cabarrus, Gaston, Mecklenburg, and Union County, North Carolina, and Chester, Greenwood, Lawrence, Union, and York counties in South Carolina. That's until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Morning.
Okay, I'll let you take over really quick.
Okay, so this is a new flash flood warning. Like I said, we're seeing these things pop up quickly, you guys. So this is a new flash flood warning that has been issued. This includes Asheville. So this is for all of Buncombe County, as well as southeastern Haywood County, southeastern Jackson County, and central Transylvania County until 2 a.m. Okay. Persistent moderate to heavy rainfall across the area today has resulted in between 4 and 6 inches of rain. A band of moderate to heavy rain with rainfall rates of 1 to 2 inches in 1 hour is moving into the area with saturated soils. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the warned area, which will result in additional flash flooding. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Hazard: flash flooding caused by heavy rain. Source: radar. Some of the locations that may experience flash flooding include downtown Asheville, Brevard, Arden, East Asheville, West Asheville, North Asheville, Black Mountain, Mills River, Woodfin, Fletcher, Swanama, Canton, Lake Delanca, sorry if I mispronounced, Weaverville, Fairview in Buncombe County, Biltmore Forest, Bent Creek, Slide, Mount Pisgah, Blue Ridge, Parkway Mountain, Passage to the North Carolina, Aberton, or however you say it. So that is the new flash flood warning. Is this one right here? I'll try and draw this out. Okay, I'm going to try and draw this out. Okay, it's this one right here. Oops, hold on. Let me try and redraw that a little bit better. This one right here. And down into here.
Okay, so I just wanted to point out really quick. Mason draws the thing around. I did want to mention really quick. I did say that there was going to be a flash flood warning through the entire Buncombe County, and there it is. This includes the entirety of Buncombe County at this point here. All the way that you can see from Colowee, that area, all the way up, including the Asheville metropolitan area. Also includes the Highland Weather Center too. So it's just really
this guy
you
on
can
my
see
there's
most. Oh, you did?
Yeah, that's another thing you guys can use in the situation. Really, is Barron's iPhone weather app. Really, it's called Critical Weather, and it's free to download. Let's see here. I thought I saw a comment, but I didn't. Anyway, this is the app right here. It's red. Here.
Okay, there we go. So let's go
It's
ahead
red,
and just.
But you can use it. It's free to download. You get instant weather notifications. You get interactive radar hour by hour forecast for your location. And yeah, it's free to download. Just search Barron Critical Weather in your app store.
Yeah, and then just going back to this flash flood warning here, this includes the entirety of Buncombe County, southeastern Haywood, southeastern Jackson, central Transylvania. This is until 2 a.m. Persistent moderate to heavy rain across the area today. has resulted in between 4 to 6 inches of rain. A band of. All right, we'll be right back. I'll let Mason take over.
This is another flash flood warning. This is another flash flood warning that has been issued. This is until 2 a.m. This is for Avery, Caldwell, McDowell, Mitchell, and Yancey counties in North Carolina. This is until 2 a.m. Persistent moderate to heavy rainfall today has resulted in between 4 and 7 inches of rain across the area. Additional moderate to heavy rain will with rainfall rates of 1 to 2 inches in 1 hour is moving into the area. Let's see here. Flash flood warning for Lawrence County, South Carolina has been extended until 10:30 p.m. Damage to considerable flash flooding indicated by radar and automated rain gauges. Okay. Anyway, see here. In 1 hour is moving into the area. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the one area with additional flash flooding expected. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Flash flooding caused by heavy rain source radar. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Spruce Pine, Newland, Blowing.
You want me to read it out for you?
Yeah, you can go ahead. And by the way, before you do that, I want to mention the flash flood warning, the original flash flood warning for Chester and York counties in South Carolina has expired.
That is correct. So this flash flood warning that was just now issued that you heard my radios go crazy with is for all of Avery County, northern Caldwell, central McDowell, eastern Mitchell, and southeastern Yancey counties. Some locations that are going to experience flooding include Spruce Pine, Newlands, Blowing Rock, and Caldwell County, Bandit Elk, Elk Park, Bakersville, Beach Mountain, and Avery County, Cross North, Sugar Mountain, Seven Devils, Linville Falls, Blue Ridge Parkway, Linville Falls to Grandfather, Blue Ridge Parkway, Little Switzerland to Linville, Grandfather Mountain State Park, Blue Ridge Parkway, Craggy to Roseland, Altamont, Panola, Ingalls, and Linville. So that's the new flash flood warning that we have in effect. So we are getting all the flash flood warnings that are wanting to be issued at this moment here, and we're expecting a lot more once that rain starts arriving. So, and I believe our stream stopped for just a moment because of the darn Wi-Fi. We do apologize about that.
I just saw a text from Connor, by the way, Beckett, in our chat saying that we are 1 to 3 hours out from landfall. So let's go ahead.
We are 1 to 3 hours out from landfall, and we are ready to ride out the storm. Hopefully you guys are too here in Western North Carolina. The amount of tornado warnings that we're seeing there in Georgia and North and South Carolina is just absolutely insane. And those are the storms that are going to be making. Do not want that at all. But yeah, that is what's here. The flash flood warning as well for Chester and York counties has been allowed to expire. So I wanted to mention that.
Let's head into here, really. We'll leave you guys with a look at the radar.
We'll leave you with a look at our radar here. I'm Chief Weather. Wait, hold up. There we go. I'm Chief Weather Forecaster Beckett Webb here. Let's hope there's no alerts at this time so we can go off the air. On Facebook viewers, we will continue our 24/7 stream all night tonight so you guys can stay tuned. Besides that, have a great rest of your night. Stay safe, and if absolutely necessary, and I'm out without power, Mason will be doing live coverage until the storms subside. All right, everyone, we'll leave you with a live look at the radar. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you guys. Well, hopefully we won't see you guys, but we will see you guys on the next severe weather update. All right, everyone, have a great night. Want to be a supporter of Highland Weather? Join us on Patreon for as low as $3 per month or as high as $20 per month at patreon.com/HighlandWeather.
Protect yourself and your family.